Well, good afternoon.
Hi guys.
How are you doing? I hope that you're having a great day. You're having success. So a little while ago, we've been working through the personalities here, motivating and empowering the different personalities. And in our family, we have although every person has a percentage of all four of the quadrants of the personality in varying levels, we have all four are dominant in different individuals. So what are you?
A DI.
Yes, at home she's a DI personality. So we've already talked about the driver, the self-starter, the motivated one. And we also talked about the I, the influencer, who's likes to be recognized and, likes to be kind of center of attention, which is why she's here in the video. But now I'd like to move on to the third one. I posted the graphic a little while ago now about the easygoing, dependable person that's kind of is they see what other people need. They can empathize with people. They're observing other people's needs and desires. They're great team players. You can count on them to be there and to they like to get things done. They are the executors. They like to carry out a plan. They like things that they can finish step by step. And like to be able to complete the task. They don't want the whole big picture and all the possibilities. They more like to be given a system and say, hey, let's execute this system, and they're ready to carry it out. And their fears are loss of security, change, and confrontation. And so our second to oldest, she is an S personality, very dependable. All right.
Me and her get into fights because of that.
Right. So they get into fights because if you recognize that the S personality, if you touch on the fear, remember you're going to get a reaction versus motivating and empowering them and getting their best. And so with Alethea here, she is the DI, so they are confrontational. The D is very confrontational, and the I is very communicative. So she tends to be aggressive in communicating and, raising her voice and stepping forward into the conversation, into the person's space, which is part of their strength. They're not necessarily always angry, but remember, the D is ready to find a solution and just get results, and the I is wanting to communicate. So she steps into that space, but the S, the fear of the S, excuse you.
Sorry.
The fear of the S is confrontation, one of the big fears. And so when you confront my second to oldest, she will react because you're touching on that fear, and she's stepping into survival mode. And so that's why they fight, and they need to continue to learn that you can't aggressively communicate. You need to change your style if you want a different result. And so anyway, so empowering our second daughter, we found, obviously, you don't want to raise your voice. You don't want to be aggressive in your communication, not even being negative, but just if you're beginning to speak fast and you're beginning to point a bunch of things out, all these different possibilities starts driving the S. They get uncomfortable, all this change. Remember, another fear of the S personality is change. And so they begin to react when you bring all these different points across and you're speaking quickly, or you're addressing things and pointing it out. So slow it down a little bit, give them systems, give them details. Hello, Roland. How are you doing? I hope you're having a great day. It's good to see you on here. But when you're communicating with them, just slow it down a little bit and be a little more systematic. You know, bring about the process. They're excellent team players, and they're very supportive. And so a way to motivate them in a positive way is to go step by step. One thing we found with chores, if I give the whole picture, where Alethea likes being the D, she likes to have everything and find the way to do it. Doesn't want me to necessarily tell her how to do it, as long as the end result, she's getting the end result. But the S, they want to be given the steps. And so with my second, Nikita, when she has her room, say she needs to clean her room, she prefers that I come in and give her a section at a time. When I say, here's your room, clean it, she becomes overwhelmed and actually takes more things out to reorganize and makes more work for herself. So we start one area at a time. We break it down into steps that she can complete an area, come and be acknowledged for the completion, and then go to the next step.
And then she feels more comfortable and not getting overwhelmed.
Right. And that's more motivating for the S personality. So you want to give them systems. You want to give them manageable projects they can complete, and before they move on to the next thing. You want to recognize them for who they are. They like to be recognized for who they are, and encourage them, because their self-esteem is one of the lower ones of the personality. So you S's out there, you're great, but you're hard on yourself. And so just know that you don't have to be so hard on yourself, or to the S personalities around you. Really celebrate and focus on who they are, and that will also empower and motivate them and bring out their best. And you know, the other thing is they want to feel a part of the team. They're team players. The S personalities love to be a part of the team. So when you're making decisions and you have these people on your team, they want to be involved. They want to be a part of the process, and know that they're a valued team member. And so making them feel valued, and not surprising them with a bunch of changes and things all the time, which the D and I, they thrive on change and new things. The S and the C, they don't want that unexpected change. So don't throw and blindside them with random change. It brings out the best if you can walk them through the process, help lead them to the change or through the change, and they'll be excellent team players. They'll be excellent kids, you know, motivating and bringing out the best of your family or your team. But this is the S personality, the team player. You guys rock, you execute, you like to get things done. And so empower those around you, empower those S personalities. And as you can see, the DI likes to chime in and have her voice heard. So have a great day. I hope this helps you to empower those around you and to help them to be their best and to succeed. Anything else you want to say quickly?
No, I'm good.
All right. Goodbye.
Bye.
Sorry.